Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, and today is Wednesday. The day is been in a conference all week, and so the days are jumbling together, but I've got a little bit of mail that I'm going to show you guys today and talk about that here in a second. But I want to first point out tonight, if you're watching this today, the day I'm releasing it, which is Wednesday, there is a sale that's going on. Garrett and we're really ramping up, there's so much bulk from the basement collection. We're really trying to ramp up getting some of that stuff into the hands of other collectors and selling it. So Garrett and I are going to be doing a live sale here on this channel tonight at 7 o'clock. I will release that video or stream a little bit later on today so you can connect with that. I also want to throw out there that JT, who has a bunch of other basement collection stuff, is going to be starting to do some things on his eBay store, weekly auctions. Again, it's going to go for what it goes for, and we're going to try to run through some of this massive bulk that we have from the basement collection. So again, tonight live sale here on YouTube, and then some stuff on eBay. Garrett's going to be selling stuff. We'll talk about all that in much greater detail tonight. On to my cards today. I love buying stuff that no one else gives a rat's butt about. And what I love about it is I like the cards. I want the cards. And if no one else is wanting the cards, they're cheaper. Everybody wants mantles and maze and air. I do too. Like, I love all that stuff too. It's in much greater demand than the cards you're going to see today. And I would be interested to hear from people down below after you see the cards that I show you that I've gotten in the mail. I've been doing this a lot lately. I've been like, I'm going to really try to find some low-hanging fruit of cards that basically only I would want. They're for projects that I'm doing. They have a purpose. They have a place in my collection. And I'd be curious if they would have a place in your collection, if they're cards that you would want to have. I'd love to hear it, and where it would fit for you, because I'll explain where it fits for me here in just a moment. So again, it's a fun season. I go through this every once in a while where you can always buy the big cards. You can always buy the expensive cards, but I try to find those cheap stuff that I think no one else is really looking for. And that just puts a big smile on my face because it's fun to do that. And I got some other cards coming that are a little bit bigger. I have been buying a lot actually lately. I've found some good deals, and that's my main driver for buying cards, is finding value. I should say that differently. Finding what I consider to be value. Someone else might think I wouldn't pay that, and I wouldn't pay half that for that card, and that's fine. I feel that way about a lot of other cards of current players. I wouldn't pay that for that card, but somebody is, and somebody's willing to pay that. I'm the sucker that's willing to pay what I paid for these cards that you're going to see right now. So that is it. Hang on, we'll flip this around. Hopefully see you tonight at the live sale. Hang on one second. All right, leading off today, I got a note from my very good friend and fellow Ranger fan, Chris McCrary. Mike, you just got sporsed directly from the hand that helped secure our beloved Rangers World Series championship. Can't wait to do it all over again in 2024. I so agree with that. And there's another card behind this, but what he sent me as just a gift, Josh Sborz, who closed out the Rangers' victory in Game 5 and really pitched great last part of the season through the playoffs. Again, this is a card that not many people would care about, but Chris and I do, because he means a lot. He's a critical part to the team that we love, and I didn't know he started with the Dodgers, so I learned something new. Bowman Chrome autograph. So Chris, thank you. The real reason Chris sent me this was the card behind it. I had sent off to a private signing of this guy, Barry Larkin. Chris was sending some stuff, so I just sent him my custom Perez Steel that Jake is doing. I think Jake already has this one, or at least for sure Chris has this one, I think. But Barry Larkin, I think he was $65, I believe, which is expensive, but I have a custom piece that I want done, and that's the way to do it, you know. So this is going on an ever-growing stack of cards that will be sent to PSA DNA once I get kind of enough where I can do kind of a bulk deal and send them off to PSA DNA to get slabbed. So this will go up on a stack, and thrilled to add this one to the custom Perez Steel collection. So that one looks really good too. So there's that. That's going up on the stack right there. And then here's all the cards that no one else would want. I love it. And first off, 1982 Topps Rickey Henderson, shown on the Oakland A's batting and pitching leaders in a PSA 7. This card was $5.99. Yep, that's my kind of card. This is part of the 4 Decades set. I am actually doing pretty well on that. I was looking earlier as I was putting these kind of on my spreadsheets and doing all the things. The 4 Decades set is 2,461 cards of players pictured on a card, including leaders cards like this that are part of the Hall of Fame. 2,461. I only need 281, so I'm getting close to 89%, 88.5%. I am through. So I'm getting down to the little ones. And some of these like this, hard to find graded. Nobody grades this. Why would you, right? I get it, but I do. I want it graded, and I was $6. So I cannot pull this card from my collection. I have all these sets. I could pull all these cards right now and send them off, and I don't do that because I feel like if I'm patient enough, I can get a card like this for way cheaper than the cost of grading, and I would probably likely pull a 7 anyway. So not expecting 10s, even in box sets that I have that have been that way for 30 years. There's another card no one would care about but me, and that's the 83 Jack Morris. Again, 83 is one of those crazy years. There are actually, you may not know this, there are 96 Hall of Famers pictured in 83 cards, and that's because you have stuff like the super veteran cards, and so you'll have 2 Johnny Benches, 2 Reggie Jacksons, 2 of all these guys, and 1 Jack Morris. But Jack Morris is a Hall of Famer. He has an 83 Topps card, so I want it. Of those 96 that are in 83 Topps, I still need 21. So I still need a lot of cards to finish 83 Topps. But this is totally my childhood. This, you know, starting in 81, 83. By the 83, man, I was opening packs like crazy, and I remember opening so many of those. So there's the Jack Morris 83. 83 Harold Baines. Again, only I would want this. Unless you guys tell me otherwise. I'd love to hear in a PSA 8. How about Hall of Fame manager Whitey Herzog in a PSA 8? These are all like $10, $12, you know, cheap. And then the Dave Winfield 83 Topps in a PSA 8. This is a little more expensive. This was, I think, $16 or $17. But still, I mean, I could pull the card out of my set, send it in. It's going to cost me more, take longer, and I still would be thrilled if PSA gave me an 8, because they are really tough right now. So yeah, I got it done. It's done. Somebody else did it for me, did all the hard work. I just bought the card. So that's it. That's my little stack of stuff today. Thanks to Chris again for the spores. It's supposed to be said in one just syllable, spores, but I have a hard time with that. Thank you for that, Chris, again. And there you go. A few cards that no one else cares about but me. Glad to add them to the collection. We'll talk to you guys soon. Keep collecting.